Hi there, my name is Valerie. We're up for our 8th video of this 10 weeks period. I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying our last videos. Today our video will be focused a little bit more on neck mobility, neck stretches, and a little bit of stretching your forearm. So to start, we're going to work on rotational exercises in our neck. Now, very important, if you already have hypermobility in your neck, so more mobility in your neck, these next two exercises, so I'll mention it, but the rotational one, and we'll do a side to side, are not for you. We need to make sure that when you're moving our neck, it's nice and fluid and that you have normal mobility. If you have restricted mobility, this is also a good exercise for you, as long as it's pain-free. So first, we want to make sure the exercises are always without any pain. And second, if it feels like it's not comfortable or if it feels like things just don't feel right, again, don't do it, not worth it. Generally speaking, if it doesn't feel comfortable or if it feels loosey-goosey or that means it's not right. So I suggest, you can skip over this part and do the later stretches that we're doing or to do another video. So this is more for people who are on their tablets, their phone more often, and they just feel a lot of tightness going on in their neck. Unfortunately, with the circumstances, some of us are watching a little bit more TV or a little bit more on our phones or tablets, reading more. So we're not necessarily moving our neck the way we used to. So this first exercise, all we're going to do is turn our head from side to side. We're going to do 10 times and we're going to do it 3 times in a row. So we're going to start going towards the right, gently going to the right, chest nice and straight to where you feel comfortable and come back. And we're going to do the same thing towards the left to where you feel comfortable, good, and come back. So if you have pain at the end of your range, okay, at the end of the movement, you just don't go there. Just go a little bit before and come back, good. We're just trying to lubricate the joints in our neck, get them moving, make sure we're able to check our blind spots when we're driving. So we're up to 3. We're gonna finish the 3rd on the left side, good. And the right, and it's really more just the neck that's moving. Your upper body right now is not. Good. 4. 5. 6. Nice and comfortable, chest straight. Keep your gaze straight as well. Good, we're at 8, 2 more. And last one. Good. We're just going to take a little rest and we're going to go for our second set. So again, and if pain slowly starts to creep up, you stop. If you started and it feels fine and then pain started, we stop. If, for example, it feels a little stiff and the more you do it, it feels less and less stiff, that's a great thing. That's good. That means you're moving your neck, it feels more and more comfortable. All right, we're going to go again towards the right, gently on the right, good, and towards the left. Excellent. Good, we're at 2. And we're really going through gentle movements. We're not trying to over push anything. I'm not going to my end. I'm just going in a general, comfortable range of movement. Good, we're at 6. Good, 9. Finish 9, and we got one more. Good. And turn and come back. Excellent. And we're going to take a little break. Shake it out if you need to. Readjust. Make sure that your chest is nice and straight. Our shoulder blades are nicely brought back gently. And we're going to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're not really staying at the end. We're just going and coming back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So the next movement we're going to do is going to be a side to side. Now, in terms of the side to side, we won't be moving quickly. We'll be doing more of a stretch type of exercise. We're only going to hold the stretch about, it's up to you. We're going to hold it together about 10 seconds if it really feels tight. You can even hold it up to 30 seconds. Very important, if you feel that your range, like I mentioned, is too much on the side to side movement, this exercise is not for you. Also, if you bring your right ear towards your right shoulder and you feel pain on that right side, or even pain on the left side, not for you. What you should feel is if you bring your right ear towards your right shoulder is a nice little stretch on your left side. Okay, and if you bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, same kind of thing, you feel a nice stretch on your right side. These stretches are nice and comfortable, never in pain. If the pain increases, or if no pain becomes pain, don't do it, stop it, and move to the next exercises. So in order to bring our right ear towards our right shoulder, we're going to sit on our left hand. So you're going to sit on your hand, or you're going to hold onto the bottom of the chair, and you just gently leave your right ear fall towards your right shoulder, again with a nice straight chest, and we're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. I'm feeling a nice stretch all the way up here. Good. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, like I said, if it feels really good and you feel very tight, you can hold it up to 30 seconds. For some of us, you don't necessarily feel a lot of tightness here, so it's just enough to get the muscle a little warmed up, a little stretched out, and something just comfortable to make you feel comfortable, right? If you need to move your neck. So we're going to go the other way. Bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. We're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. Good. Okay, we're going to go the other side again. And you can sit on your left hand. Good. And we're going to do the other side. Excellent. And we got one more each side. So again, if you feel like you have too much movement, skip this part. It's just really to loosen up. Basically, it's your upper trap over here. It goes from the base of your skull all the way down to your shoulder into your mid-back, actually. It's a big, big muscle. Good. Back up. And the other side. You can hook onto the bottom of the chair with the right hand. Good. All right. So for this next part, we're gonna stretch out our forearms. So for some of us who have been at the computer a little bit more often and are using a little bit more what we call our finger extensors or finger flexors, whatever movement you guys have been doing. The muscles that bring your fingers upwards and downwards actually start within your forearm. Some of them even start on top of the elbow. So what we want to do is we want to get a nice little comfortable stretch. I like to do this stretch with my elbow straight because I'm getting all the muscles, but you can also do this with your elbow bent. So we're going to do it together with your elbow. I'm going to do it with you guys with the elbow straight, but again, like I said, you can always do this exercise with your elbow bent. So we're just going to bring our wrist, our hand downwards, and you're going to add pressure with your other hand like this, and you should feel a nice long stretch all the way in this area. If this feels highly uncomfortable and you're dealing with what we call a carpal tunnel syndrome and you're getting some numbness in your hands, don't do this exercise. It's not for you. So wrist down, hand here. We're going to hold this stretch for a good 10 seconds. Good. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, if you don't feel a stretch, that's not a bad thing. You don't have to do this exercise. I often get some tightness actually throwing the ball to my dog. I get a lot of tightness in my forearms from that. Good. Okay, we're going to do another set on the right. Good. And on the left. Excellent. Again on the right. Good. And on the left. And again, if this feels very, very tight and you want to get a really good long stretch, you can hold this stretch a good 30 seconds 3 times. Good. We're just doing about 10 seconds just to get the muscle stretched out a little bit, but to create a good amount of flexibility, you can hold it a good 30 seconds 3 times and it'll definitely help out. Now, we did the wrist down. We're going to do the same thing with the wrist upwards. Again, if you feel any numbness, any pins and needles with this exercise, please do not do it. When we're bringing our wrist upwards with the elbow straight, we're going to feel some stretching underneath the forearm, okay? So, I didn't show you guys the other way, but if you go arm straight, wrist upwards, and we're going to hold this for a nice 10 seconds. Good, and we're going to do the same thing with the left. Now I'm hooking onto the fingers just because these muscles, some of the muscles actually go up to the fingers. If you just want to target the forearm, you can kind of use your palm and push this way. Again, this exercise can be done with the elbows bent. Elbow straight targets all the muscles that go over the elbow as well. Good. And we're going to do the other side again. Good. And you can even grab your thumb into it as well. Now the elbow doesn't go in hyperextension. The elbow is still going to remain straight, but with a tad of a bend, okay? So we don't want our elbow to go in super hyperextension because that won't be very comfortable. Good. And out of the way. Excellent. Okay, so what I mean by, I don't have a lot of hyperextension in my elbow, but it remains straight, yet not uber straight, if that makes any sense. We just want to make sure that there's a little bit of a bend in the elbow. I mean, it's hard to show, but just make sure that your elbows aren't locked. Oh, good. Good. All right. So this settles up what we have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. This program was a little bit more focused on mobility and stretching. Some of our prior exercise workouts were a little bit more focused on some strengthening. So I hope that you spend a wonderful day, afternoon, wherever you guys are watching this video. Okay, take care.